Hello and welcome back, everybody. And if you were with me in the previous episode, wasn't that great fun grinding through Dwarf Therapist? Labor after labor, moving dots back and forth. In this episode, I will actually try to do some multitasking, meaning that we should set up a couple of different things. And to start with, I will move up to this one because we should at least have these prepared in some way. So let's start with the beds, shall we? And I've checked, we do have 21 beds in store at the moment. So let's see. Bed. That is 4. That doesn't look too nice, does it? We could actually Q XXXX build a bed. Let's try it this way then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be for the melee group. And for this one we will actually be needing to go like this. It will be a bit cramped actually. I could have made this room a bit bigger. So that's sorted out, and build archery targets. And chest is close by. So beds and that is set up. How are we on armor stands? One of each. So let's hold off of that. I'm slightly annoyed that this is going too slow, so I am going to designate a mining job. Like this. And like this. thinking is that we could actually send someone in, make him dig a couple of channels down and have this water flooding down into this one, so this is cleared out. What else? This is now assigned to be smoothed, and I have made a start, and my brain is kind of burning because I'm not really sure how to set up the cloth industry thingy. The reason is, amongst others, this. I can have this one set to auto loom dyed thread. In that way I don't need to, because that works like butchering and tanning and taking care of fishes and stuff. It kind of runs by itself, so I think I'm going to go with that. I am going to go with use any cloth, at least in the beginning, and maybe later I will switch over to just use dyed cloth, but I will go with this one for now. I've set up two Dwarf cave floors. I've set up two farmers workshops to work the pigtails once we get those going, and this one is set to only take pigtails, and that is important. So I will now go about and put in a track stop like this, and of course I do my usual thing, BCS. I forget to set the direction, and you are going to dump south like this, and H. New route name pig tails. New stop, and have this one set up. And here comes the trick, because we are going into enable food, and this one we need to forbid everything, including prepared food, which I actually think I forgot in the stockpiles, so I need to check that out first. And forbid search pigtails, pigtails, and only pigtails. And you are going to take from this stockpile, and you will have a minecart assigned to you. And I'm not sure if nope, take from this one, and let's have a look if I forgot the prepared food, and of course I did. So have prepared food removed in these two. So this one should now only accept pigtails, which is then going to be produced into pigtail thread. So that needs to go somewhere, and the pigtail thread should go into the dyer, because if you remember, we are only going to loom dyed thread, which means this one has to be dyed, which means that we will have to get dye, and dye we will get from the dimple cups, and the dimple cups has to go into a quern. So build workshop quern, and if we put them one and two, so these guys will require dimple cups. And they are going to produce dimple cup dye. If that goes into stockpiles in the middle, it can then be picked up by the dyer. He will need the dimple cup dye, and he will need a thread. So let's set up a new stockpile, and let me check one thing. No barrels, and no barrels. This is really something you need to be concentrated when doing, because there are so many things to screw up. So stockpile, and we will be under food again, and let's put these in a row. So this is now a food stockpile, and we are not going to have any barrels. I think the dimple cups will come as dimple cup mushrooms, and I don't think they will need any container. So let's copy this one and make a new stockpile, and of course we need to add wheelbarrows. Of course we don't need. Let's remove the barrels, and that was a screw up again. P X remove Q settings food, remove the prepared food, forbid, 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 and forbid everything, and forbid everything, and plants search dimp. This is the actual dimple cups, so that's the only thing going into this stockpile that can now be copied and pasted and removed the barrels, and B, C, capital S in like this, and you are also delivering to the south. Made of granite. Done. H. Route. Name. Dimple. Cups. And a stop defined like this. Enable, remove prepared, forbid everything, except plants, search, dimple cups. And you will take from this one, and you will get a minecart. So at the moment we do have the pigtail thread in this one, and we do have the dimple cups in this one. But it would be kind of sweet if we could save ourselves one stockpile by having this cater for the dimple cup dye as well. The thing is, I think that the dimple cup dye needs to go into bags, and that might be a problem. The other thing we could do is let's actually try and do it like this. Let's go into this stop one more time and go into food and go into milled plants and search for one more time. Food, plants. This is where we do have the dimple cup. Under milled plants, search. This also says, yeah, it's actually dimple dye. It's dimple dye. Happy times, happy times. That's exactly what I wanted. So this one is now accepting dimple dye as well. And then, now that this is set up, we should of course add milled plants, search dimple dye on this one, and milled plants, search dimple dye. So we have kind of a 2-in-1 with this, and actually you will take from this one. So if things go according to plan, this will get the pigtails, and they are going to produce pigtail thread. But we don't have any spot for the pigtail thread at the moment. So let's actually see if we can do the same thing with that. And that would mean going into this one, to settings, to or are we screwing this up? You know what? I will make this a separate one, just to keep things in order. So pile, cloth, not cloth, L, leather, H, cloth. Like this. Q, remove the bins, go into settings, go to cloth, and we will accept the metal is far away, so let's forbid that, and we are not going to have cloth. We're just going to have silk, plant thread, and yarn. These three things only. Yarn, different kinds of fiber thread, and silk thread. Copy, paste, Q, and remove that sin bin, and B, C, S. No. B, C, capital S. This one goes in this spot, and you are delivering to the south. So this one is pigtails. This one we could actually name dimple cups and die. So let's create a new route and name pig tail thread. Actually, it's going to accept other thread, but hopefully I remember that. New stop, define, and you are going to accept this, but not this. Yeah. So where were we? Set link, move back, and add a minecart. And finally, Q, you will take from this one. So how far are we now? Recap. Pigtail comes in, get produced into thread that ends up in this one. Dimple cups get into this one and transfer to this one, and so does the dye that makes another run and comes out in this one. So now we are ready, as we have the dye, we have the thread, we are now actually able to dye the thread. And let me check again on this one, because we are going to auto loom dyed thread. The thread is going to end up in this one, and then it's going to the thread is going to end up in this one. It is then going to get pushed into the dyer to get the dyer is auto loom dyed thread. So it has to be dyed before it gets into auto looming. So we need to put in the dyer, BW dyer shop, and that one could go in. Barrel and a bucket. Should we put in 2? Yes, I think we should. Actually, you know what? Q X logistics BW dyer. This one is making dyed thread, and this one is accepting thread. So we actually want these to be a bit closer by, and that could mean these 2 spots, because it's kind of making a loop, being thread. This dyer is going to pick up the dimple cup dye, the thread, bounce it back one more time into this one, and then it's getting down to the looms that will go in this spot. So let's actually put in a dyer like this instead, and let's have a spare one if we need. So this one won't need any more stockpiles, because it's kind of circling. It's fetching the dye, it's fetching the thread, dyeing the thread, and putting it back into this one. And then comes the loom workshop loom, and if everything is working correctly now, this will get auto loomed. So let's put in a loom like this and another one, 1, 2, 3 between. And out of this should come the finished cloth, and then we need to set up a stockpile for that. So if your brain is okay, mine is starting to at least feel better, because I actually think we have set up this in a kind of smart way. But we need the final steps, and that is a stockpile for cloth, and let's put this one like this, and in the settings we will remove this, and in the settings we will not accept any thread and no metal cloth, silk, plant and yarn. And this one can now be copied and put in, and of course forgetting to remove that bin. And we could actually set this link up right now before I forget it. Linked V, capital C, capital S, goes in like this, and once again delivering to the south, made out of granite. And H, new route named cloth. New stop, remove all the settings and go in and duplicate what we did before, and that is forbidding all thread and metal cloth. Done. You will take from this one and you will get a vehicle for your operation. Did I actually set the link? Yeah, I did. So I think that is I think that's it. And then of course we need to make use of the cloth and build workshop clothier, and we could actually have one for like this. We can actually go with one space between. No, that would be fine. Let's actually make 3. We could have one or two do pigtail stuff, and the other one could do silk and wool stuff if we need. And finally, these will producing mostly finished goods, I think. So let's put in the last stockpile, hopefully. So P finished goods. Like this. And remove. And now it will get really tricky. Animals, food, furniture. I think there actually is coins, bars, and block gems, leather. Nothing in this one. Nope. Wood, weapon traps, armor, finished goods. We can start by no stone, clay, no metal, no gems, and other material will be just plant cloth, silk, and yarn. That is under finished goods and other material types. We will produce ropes, and that is actually the same thing as chains. We will not produce. No, misclick. Well, let's do it in reverse then. We will produce chains, armor, footwear, headwear, handwear. That's legwear. Backpacks we will make out of leather. Quivers we make out of leather. Splints, crutches, tools, and books. So only legwear on this page, and these armor, footwear, headwear, handwear, and legwear, and only made out of plant, silk, and yarn. But let's have a look in this one. There is one thing that we actually can produce in this one, and that is boxes and bags. But let's skip that and have that made entirely out of leather instead. So disable this. So only finished goods. These 5 plus legwear that for some absurd reason is not sitting together with the others. 5 plus 1. Try to remember. Copy. Yeah, in the middle. Paste. Q. No bins. So then comes the comes the track stop, and we are still moving south. H, route name, clothing, stop, define, remove, set, finished goods, forbid, chains, armor, footwear, headwear, handwear, and legwear. Forbid, 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 and in this one we will only have plant cloth, silk, and the yarn. Goody goody. And set link, and add minecart. And if the game crashes now, I will go bonkers. And finally, of course, you will take from this guy. The thing is, right now we don't have a production of dimple cups. I think I actually bought some, or I at least bought dimple cup dye, I think. We do have cloth kicking around. We might have some thread kicking around, and I don't think we actually have any clothes lying about, but we do have stuff in this one, and we actually do have stuff in these piles. So this can now be removed from these two, and let's see if we can find the stuff. Food, plants, dimple cup removed, milled plants, dimple dye removed. That is for food. Furniture we didn't use. Corpse, refuse, stone, ammo, coins, bars and blocks, gems, finished goods. And the goblets are removed because they are going into that trade, that first quantum stockpile that we made. But we can now if we remove chains, and I don't think we have any other chains. Now it is getting tricky, but we could go in and remove other material, finished goods made out of plant cloth, finished goods made out of silk, and finished goods made out of yarn. And we can remove this one completely. Like this. Plants, dimple cups, and we of course need to remove the pigtails as well. Pigtails and dimple cups and dimple dye is removed. This one isn't touched. Finished goods. We have removed plant cloth, silk and yarn. I think that is enough. We don't need to touch the type. We have removed the cloth, and these don't need to be touched. So what we could do then is actually do a P and remove this stockpile. X, go back and copy this one, and have that one pasted back. The only thing we need to check out is this one isn't accepting any bins. This one on the other hand is. So yeah, we could up the number to max barrels actually. So hopefully now, as you can see, we do have thread and cloth, some of it in this two stockpiles. That should now be hauled down into this. This is exciting times. I really hope this works. Let's actually get the train rolling. And as we do have all trades enabled, like we did in the previous episode, everything will be fine. This one will now get dug out. And let's see if things get moved from this one. I actually tell the guy to no broker needed, and I have removed everything. Yes. So stuff is actually getting set up by the looks of it. At least one. Quern is yeah, of course you damp stone located. So this will take forever to dig out then. Stop, damp stone. Damp stone. Let's have you three dug out. Damp stone. Damp stone. And damp stone. Dig. Fortunately, more and more will get pulled into doing this, but they will still stop at every fucking stone. I didn't say that. So this is the tediousness that you get when you are digging close to magma. Exactly the same thing. Takes forever. Dig this lot. Damn stone, damn stone, damn stone, and dig. Damn stone, damn stone. Actually, I don't. Oh, the game is always going to revert to this view. I'm not really sure it's worth the trouble doing this, but as I have started, I will finish this. And another one. And he made a brass chain. Good guy. And I actually think this one will have a slightly higher value than the other crap we have made. So let's have a look. Yeah, now we're talking. 67, that is about a third of the total value of our fortress. And that is, of course, going to be a pull for the goblins. So it's nice to see it made, but it's it could prove. Oh no, I want to look. Let's have a look. Oh no. This is a brass chain. All craft warship is the highest quality. It is studded with brass. It is of meannesses with spikes of native platinum and hyena leather. Damstone. Actually, we might be able to pull in a couple of more dwarfs doing this if we did like this. A small trick. So by making it like this, I am pulling more of them in to have them close by when I reset the digging jobs. No, don't run away. And dig. Like this. Actually, I should do this off camera. As it is time consuming and utterly boring. Let's have them do this, and then we go up and check on the new cloth industry thingy. Oh, yeah. So these are built. These are done. We are still waiting for the clothiers to be done, and we are waiting for one loom to get built. But the rest is actually set up and ready to be operational. Now, so this, I will do this later. And actually, we might cancel the whole thing, because this one is actually starting to dry out now. So it was a kind of a silly effort. This is slowly getting smoothed. We are still waiting for one minecart to be put into this one, but that's no big problem because I actually don't think we have any dimpled eye. But by the looks of it, some of these stuff up here is actually being moved down and put into the stockpiles. So that is the metal in the clothing industry, at least started. Now we need for this one, it's drying out. We actually don't need to pursue this one any longer. We could of course have this as some kind of working storage area, I'm not sure, but for now, well, I might have a plan for that. Let's see what we do. So this is the last one. Why isn't this minecart being brought in? Didn't I set up a minecart for that one? Let's have a look. H dimple cup and dimple die. Stop vehicle. Dimple cups, and yeah, we do have a minecart assigned for that one. But why is it not put in like the others? One might ask. Ring. So cloth is moving down. but slightly annoying with the minecart not arriving as it should. Did I miss anything in this one? Completed. Drinks are turning on and off. Yeah. Well, actually, begun a mysterious construction. Zon Rovodnir. Sounds a bit Russian to me. Son. Did you get a hike in metal crafting? Yes, you did. So let's have a look at metal crafting then. Well, you are by far the most qualified. I will have you removed then. So, all this is now set up, except for that mining cart that kind of refuses to arrive. Do I need to reset that one again? One, two, three, four. They arrived pretty promptly, but the dimple one just didn't. Track stop, stone floor, no wagon, or minecart rather. Let's see if I can set this one again. Stop. Wagon. Dimple cups. Let's see if that get things going. So that was my stab at setting up the cloth industry, and we will need to wait a bit longer before we can actually see if that works. But this is drying up very quickly now, so soon we can actually move down the farms and stuff. And actually I'm going to have a look between episodes and assign some digging jobs, and we could have a look. This is now completed. We could actually also make an archery make archery range. Size of room to like this, and shoot shooting directions. Shoot from bottom to top. I'm not sure. I think you only actually need to assign, because that was made into a room. Give me a mining cart. Or should I try to assign another mining card for this? Let's see if that helps. H dimple cup stop V. Let's give him another card and see if that works. We're done, guys. We've done the clothing thing. As soon as we get pigtails produced, we get dimple dye produced, we can actually start making clothes. I'm not going to start this one. Oh, here comes the mining card. I'm not sure why the first one bugged out. Catch you in the next episode, and bye bye.